What is up, everybody? Mike here, finally making a video today on the modifications for the truck. And I was going to try to wait until it was nicer out, and then I realized that I live in Pennsylvania and it's February, so nice out is never going to happen. So I figured, what the hell, I'll brave the cold and make the video today. And as many of you know from the vlog a couple of days ago, I already got some parts for the truck delivered in the mail, and let's cut to that video now. Quick little unboxing video because I wanted to share the moment. What's up, Bulls? And you guys can probably guess what this is because there are two boxes. Of course, these are truck parts. It's like Christmas morning. I just ordered these like 2 days ago. Amazon is awesome. Yo, what are you doing? But anyway, let's see if we can get this. I don't know if I can get this out while holding the GoPro, but hold on one sec. Oh yeah, so you can see here, not how well you can see, but get it out of the bag. Sorry, this is gonna be horrible to look at, but okay, so there you go. You can see it. I got my tow mirrors, so no more of those ugly mirrors that are on the stock truck. These are awesome. Check that out. Hell yeah, that looks awesome. That's gonna look great on the truck. So much better than those other ones. So needless to say, I'm very excited about these mods. All right, so as you guys saw, the first modification is going to be the tow mirrors, which I'm going to install. Again, I'm going to try to wait for a nice day, and if it's just not happening for me, I'll pull the front end of the truck into the garage, turn on a heater, and do it in there. But anyway, yeah, definitely got to replace these ugly things. It looks like some corny, like, movie prop from the 80s. I hate it. They just look so goofy, and even when they're extended, it's even worse. So that's the first modification, and also the antenna, that big fishing pole over there, is going to be replaced with a shorter, rubberized, off-roading antenna at some point as well. Moving on to the rest of the truck now we're getting into the big plans and the big stuff. So I'm going to get a new front bumper. The problem with these bumpers is you can see they don't provide for a lot of clearance when you're going to run bigger wheels and tires and everything. So I'm going to get probably a Rodarmer front bumper, and it's going to be a pre-runner style. It's probably going to come out to about here, and then just that's it, and nothing underneath here. It's going to be pretty exposed to allow for as much clearance as possible. As far as anything else on the front end, don't really have any plans. I like to keep headlight stock and everything, although some aftermarket lights do look really cool. So maybe at some point, maybe get a blacked out Chevy bow tie. But that's pretty much it for the front end. Don't really have huge plans there. Fender Flares, I'm going to keep the way they are. I kind of like the paint match thing, although I might get some bigger flares depending on how aggressive my wheel and tire setup ends up being. And moving on to that, I'm definitely going to go with a 6-inch lift so I can properly run 35s. I'm pretty sure I'm either going to go with a 6-inch lift or a 4.5-inch lift, and I'm almost certain that I'm going to get it from BDS Suspensions. You can check them out, or possibly Cognito Motorsports, because I've heard some great things about them as well. So anyway, these ugly stock wheels and tires are definitely going to go, and I'll probably just keep them as a shitty winter set. And I'm going to be running either an 18 or a 20-inch wheel, but either way, the tire is going to be a 35. So as you can tell, already, you know, I don't have everything locked away as far as exactly what I want to get, but I have a pretty good general idea. Moving down the side of the truck here, these steps have got to go, but I might actually replace them. Originally, I was like, I hate the side steps. They're ugly, especially chrome. Chrome is a no-go for me. As you guys know, if you follow the channel for a while, I hate it. Don't like the way it looks whatsoever, so that's got to go for sure. But as I started using the truck, and especially my girlfriend here on the passenger side, it actually does make life a little bit easier when you have these side steps. But either way, these are going to go. I might replace them with some NFAB, like a matte black steps, but either way, these are definitely going to go the chrome. And just one other thing to touch on the tires, I'm definitely going to go with, see, I always say definitely and then I say two things, but it's either going to be Toyo Open Country MTs or mud trains or Nitto mud grapplers. And again, I'm not totally decided yet on those. I had Nitto mud grapplers on my old truck and I loved it, but they were like really, really loud on the street, and I like the sound, but you know, it's just, they might be a little too aggressive, and I've heard that the Toyos aren't as bad. But I'm not sure yet. I'll probably go with the mud grapplers just because I absolutely love the way that they look. So continuing on down the side of the truck, the most obvious thing, which I forgot to start out with, is the truck cap is gone. And I know everybody was asking about that. Are you going to get rid of that cap? You know, most people were like, please get rid of the cap. It's ugly. I totally agree. I always called it a pap cap because mostly old men have it on their trucks, and it just wasn't for me. It is convenient and, you know, nice to have sometimes, but yeah, definitely not for me. So that was the first thing that I got rid of. I actually sold it on Craigslist really quickly, which I was surprised by. Usually they're kind of hard to sell, but I guess this is the right season for it, and I instantly used the money that I got for the, the truck cap to buy the towing mirrors. So that's how it is for car guys. Money is in one door and out the other immediately. So that's what happened to the truck cap, but it's gone, so the truck cap is no more, and I agree, the truck absolutely looks a lot better without that cap. And as far as the bed is concerned, probably gonna get a Rhino liner sprayed in. There's a real reputable place around here that does them, because this bed is in really good shape, as you can see here. You know, not obviously the truck was never used for a lot of stuff, and it's got no rust in the corners and all that, which you see from time to time. So I want to make sure the bed's protected, and probably the best protection against rust and corrosion is a spray and liner, and I'm probably going to get a Rhino liner. If not, I'll just get a plastic drop-in bed liner, but either way, probably going to go with the Rhino liner. And then rear bumper, I want to do a similar thing. I want to do a Rodarmer rear bumper as well to match the front. It's going to be all black again, getting rid of the chrome on the rear and the front. And as far as the hitch goes, the only thing I'm going to do here is either get some type of ball hitch, or more likely a tow hook that'll just hang down, and that'll complete kind of the off-road look and be functional as well. It's not like this truck's just going to look like it off-roads. I'm going to do a ton of stuff with it, to be honest. And get rid of the spare tire, because I don't need that. And what you get on these trucks, what I would recommend to anybody is get rid of these spare tires, because you get a lot of moisture and corrosion that starts up in the mounts for the spare tire, and it kind of rots out the rear end of your truck. So I always get rid of the spare tire on my trucks, and I usually, when I get a new set of wheels and tires, I'll put the other one in the bed. And I might do, if I'm getting real crazy, I might do like a tire chaser off the back end here, or just do a spare tire mount in the bed. But that's like all crazy stuff. So the main things here that I'm going to be doing are the lift, the wheels and tires, and the bumpers, and you know, the side steps. But you know, it may get, depending on how the project's looking, it may get crazier as time goes on. I'm not exactly sure yet. You know, obviously if I had an unlimited budget, the thing would just be out of control, but you know, we'll see. And then the last thing I want to touch on is, of course, the exhaust, which a lot of people asked about. Probably going to do a 5-inch straight pipe all the way back. You know, luckily Pennsylvania, the one cool thing about Pennsylvania is it does not have emissions testing for diesels, so you can run it without cats, you can run it without mufflers, you can do whatever you want when it comes to an exhaust in Pennsylvania. All right, and last but not least, I wanted to talk about some of the modifications I want to do to the engine real quick, and I left my keys inside, otherwise I'd open it, but it's all stock anyway, nothing to see. So I definitely want to do the mods that are recommended for the LLY Duramaxes in order to keep problems from coming up, and that includes an 06 LBZ Duramax turbo mouthpiece, as well as a different intake setup and some other things. But other than that, not really going to do anything else. I'm going to do a Sinister Diesel EGR delete, and that's pretty much it. You know, I'm not going to crazy tune the thing and be running a ton of boost or anything like that. It's not, you know, my goal here is not to make a truck that's like super fast and everything. I might do a little bit here and there just to kind of improve overall performance, but I'm not going for anything crazy here, and I'm not going to do any tunes that make it, you know, roll crazy amounts of coal, maybe a little bit of coal. And of course, once I delete the cat and everything, it'll probably roll a little bit, but yeah, nothing crazy as far as the engine is concerned. I like the performance as it is. I don't need something super fast, and I want to keep it, you know, really reliable. So that's going to be more or less my focus as far as engine mods are concerned, just making sure that this truck is as reliable as possible, all the right modifications are done so that it can take the abuse and is going to run for a very, very long time. All right, guys, so that's going to pretty much do it for all of the modifications that I have planned for the truck. And again, this is going to be a very long project. Obviously, I haven't even made all the decisions yet on it, but either way, can't wait to see it start coming together. And I already got the tow mirrors, the antenna's coming, so I'm already on the internet all the time buying parts and looking at stuff and deciding what I want to do. So as soon as the weather is nice, tons of things are going to be happening to this truck. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Always appreciate it. If you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.